So it's Monday night chaos, and all that. Uh, Sitting here waiting for somebody to come in. Gonna wait as long as I can until I'm gonna have to turn the AC on here pretty soon, I'm sure. Hey, Jen. Hi, Steve. Welcome, Steve Paget. Hi, Larry. All alone? You all alone, Larry? Poor thing. I like it when I'm all alone. So what's going on with you guys tonight? Anything? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I live alone, Larry. I sure do. Well, hello, Chris. Louisville, Kentucky. Boy, I understand that, Steve. Yes, sir. So I got a little joke tonight, sorta. So I'm driving down the road, and I noticed, I was just a little bit over the speed limit, and I looked up in the mirror, and there was a cop right behind me. Sure enough, lights came on. I was just kind of reluctant to stop. I wasn't sure if he meant me to stop or, what was going on. I just kept going a little ways, and finally we got right up behind me, and he hit the little siren button just for a second. So I found a wide spot to pull over. He walks up. He said, I'm gonna get off duty here in about 10 or 15 minutes. So give me a reason why I should not write you a ticket for speeding. So I just looked at him straight in the eyes. I said, well, my wife ran off with a state trooper, and I thought it was you trying to give her back. He says, well, have a good evening. See ya. I love that one. Yeah, I understand that, Chris. Still messing with it, Chen. Well, keep plugging. Hello from Lost Wages. No, Vegas, Las Vegas, sorry. Yeah. I was just repeating a joke that I had heard earlier is all. She'll probably be over here a little while trying to get me to put some more gas in her broom. Of course, Jimmy. Of course the Mississippi boys are allowed to be in here. Can you type text in Cajun? Yeah. See, it's over there. It's over there, Jimmy. I can hear it every now and then. If you're listening really close, you hear him talking, you can hear that. Just a little bit of Cajun in there. I guarantee it. Beat you to it. I love watching him. He was a good guy. Yeah, go get me. It's over there. It's over there, Jimmy. I know I've said it before. I've said it many times. I love to listen to those people talk. It's, yes, he was, Jimmy. Most definitely was. Oh, wow. That was expensive. Yeah. Over there. There used to be a gal on YouTube that did all the dialects. She'd make a video one week with a certain, Cajun, and then there was Southerners and all kinds of different dialects, accents. She was a lot of fun to listen to. I don't think it snowed today, but it's starting to accumulate up there, Chris. I think the last I heard there was a couple, 3 inches is all. But it's sticking. Okay, Jimmy. I'll tell you something else too, Peeps. He does a really good impression of Elvis Presley. I probably shouldn't say that. He's probably going to go, "Oh man, don't say that." Hi, Staley Dan. -21 on Mount Everest. Good thing I ain't there. I got an old Ford. They're cold-blooded as it is. I wonder if I could get it up there. Probably not. Elvis wasn't so rich when he first started out. He had to move to Memphis to get a job to be a truck driver. I watched TV. I wasn't there. Hey, has anybody heard from Gavin? I don't know where they are, Larry. Hello there, Randpam. You have to excuse me. I'm having a little hard time reading tonight. I was told last week that Jimmy said he'd give me an eye exam. I had my face all up here close trying to read the chat, so I got to back off. Yeah, it's Monday. Time flies when you're having fun, right? No, Larry, I haven't heard a thing from him. I think if there was a problem, he would have let me know, or at least his wife would let me know. Yeah, can you believe that? The last 2 live streams I did, I promised myself I wouldn't rant about it tonight, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The last 2 live streams I've done, yeah, we had people in, but when I went back, it stayed in. The last one stayed in processing for like 29 hours or something. It showed no views. Both of them have shown no views, no comments, nothing. The one just before last, though, it showed I got 100% likes. Well, how can you get 100% likes when no views? So, yeah, it's pretty messed up. And it's not available. You go to my channel and you can't see either one of them. It's like they don't even exist. Somebody's getting paid, but I ain't. Yeah, I think you're right, Jim. I'm sure you all heard that story about the little girl standing behind her mom when her mom was trying to brush her hair in the bathroom in the morning, and the little girl wanted to do something. Mom said no without turning around and looking at her, and so the little girl stuck her tongue out at her. The little girl didn't realize that Mom could see her in the mirror, so she said, "How did you know I stuck my tongue out at you?" And she said, "Because I have eyes in the back of my head." And she believed it. She's eating right now, Chris. So I'm not sure what she's going to do. She may eat and go lay down somewhere. All I have to say is that letter, that T word, and she'll be out. I'll tell you a little secret. That was my daughter that did that. And I guess she went around for a couple, 3 days trying to see the eyeballs in the back of Mom's head, but they weren't there. I've lost a lot of subscribers, guys. So, I think it was 25 in the last week. So that may be part of it. They're not getting any notices that, I've made a video, and they go to my website or to my channel page and there's nothing new. So they may be gone. I don't know. The ladies, that is. Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. What did you do? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. Cool. Steely Dan, thank you. I appreciate that. I just call you Steely or Dan or AU, whatever. Yeah, Steely Dan, that YouTube's pretty messed up right now. I guess they finally pulled away from Google altogether, and according to the video that I watched, that Google was so what's the word, involved in YouTube. All of their code and everything was on the YouTube channel or servers, and when they pulled away, it caused all kinds of problems. Just don't call you late for dinner, Dan. You really have to say hello too much. Just jump right in there and start it up, Jimmy. I think we're scheduled to go back down there in a week and a half or something like that. So, yeah. Well, Dan, you know, Jimmy made the comment that he's having ribeyes tonight, so, you know, maybe we should all just head over that way. There you go, Chen. Oh, there ain't nothing better than Waffle House, Chris, I'm telling you. It's Denny's, I guess, but it's more Waffle House than Denny's. And the only reason I stop at the Burger King is to get my onion rings and a strawberry shake. Yeah, thanks a lot, Jimmy. Appreciate that. Dang, I thought I filled my coffee cup up. Be right back. No, I didn't wash my hands either, Chris. Sorry. No, it's just plain water, Dan. I can't be drinking coffee this time of night. I'll be up all night. Yeah, I remember those White Castles. I didn't know what they were the first time I went there. I went with somebody else. They ordered 10, and I was looking at him like, "You pig! You gonna get 10 hamburgers? What's the matter with you?" And they come back just little bitty dollar size. Oh, okay. I've been kind of backing off of it, Chris. The Coke, that is. Belly was getting so big that it got there 10 minutes before I did. Yeah, as soon as Chin gets that up, we'll make an announcement and we'll all head over there. We're supposed to be able to get, was it 8 people in on the panel? I don't know what I'm having tonight. Kind of waiting for the knock on the door. So I was watching some videos on the super chat and that sort of stuff. I'm supposed to educate y'all on it. So, periodically they say you should just do a little commercial break. I guess that's something we all have to get used to. So let's do a little short commercial break. Down at the bottom, down there just below where you chat, you'll see the little smiley face, and you'll see the little $sign. The $sign is for super chat, and what that does is it's a donate button is what it is actually, basically. But what it does is it highlights your the amount that you wanted to pay, and by the way, that's whatever you want, and then it highlights that and stays up at the top for a while. So it gives me a chance to thank you and that kind of stuff. Okay, commercial over. I think that's a piece of metal, Chris. I think the wife beats him on the head a lot. And he's had to have it, some kind of a permanent protection up there. So there's more people in here tonight than there was the other night, and I just kind of wanted to ask opinions of that premiere thing. You have to upload a video and then schedule it, and click on the premiere button, and then it starts sending out notifications to your subscribers that there's a video coming up, and there's a couple of different notifications in that. So I did that, and to me it just, I don't know, just my opinion of it, it was, a lot of us don't have time to try to remember, oh yeah, there's a video coming up, and I got to be there, and I got to be sitting in my chair waiting for it. A lot of us don't have that kind of time. We can't schedule our time like that, so, I'm not going to be using that anymore. And then even CPAC says, you're going to make me wait 19 hours to eat dinner? Not anymore, Jimmy. It used to be dark brown. And, my forehead wasn't as big back then either. You blow dry it so you don't see how thin it is up on the top nowadays. Yeah, thanks, Dan. Yeah, it's just, something if you feel like maybe you want to send me a, beer money or something, But it's completely volunteering. Yeah, see, that's what I mean, Chen. It's pretty messed up. And thank you, Chen, for the plug on my Amazon influencer page. I appreciate that. I have a hard time doing that. Yeah, it used to be. It was dark brown, and then it kind of started. Actually, when I was younger, it was blonde, and then it started to turning a dark brown, and now it's just mostly white. I've messed with the color saturation so it doesn't look so white, but you can see it in the beard. Okay, Larry. You got to get that chrome dome nice and shiny. Got to light the way. Thanks for stopping in, though, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Jimmy. There's still one that you can always tell when the sob stories start coming out. And since then, I was really reluctant to even say anything about it. But times have changed, so at least with the Amazon, there's something that you get for it. And it's just water under the bridge, Jimmy. Buck teeth kids, huh? April, how are you? Yeah, see, what does that tell you? Larry leaves, and then the lady comes in. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Some people said I look like Kenny Rogers, but yeah. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Like I said, Jimmy, it's a lot of water under the bridge since then. Oh, yeah? And Jimmy goes quiet. Just kidding, guys. Thank you. April, was that you that was in Little House on the Road's live chat the other day? Thought I saw you. I was going to say something and then didn't. Okay. I hope y'all can hear me. Jeez. Hey, Jerry. How's Jerry Densmore? Well, I haven't seen you around for a while. Good to see you. That's just the way it was at that time, Jimmy. Okay. Jerry Lurker. Jerry Lurker Densmore. All right. Gotcha. Chat scrolling by. Did April answer me? I can't. It went by too quick. Yeah, right. He'll never go there. He thinks there's nothing in Arizona except desert and sand. Oh, okay. I don't know, Chris. That question keeps coming up, and I'm not sure. It's a little early to tell. Most of the time, it's on the spur of the moment, but kind of looking like, yeah, for a couple, 3 days, I'm not going to stay till 2 weeks. Hiya, Mickey. Good to see you, Mickey. How you doing? Being late's better than not showing up. Well, there's just some people that I want to meet, and the people that have asked me, I assume, being arrogant here, I assume they wanted to meet me. So, you are April? Cool. When the time comes, I'll make an announcement, and then when I get there, I'll try to tell everybody where I am. I'm probably not going to be there for, not for the start anyway. A day maybe later. And put some Bachmans on, Chris. Yeah, out there, that's where you go to meet people, I think. I was there last year, I think, almost for the 14 days or something, but there wasn't too many people around. We were right on the main road and with pretty heavy traffic in there, so. If things keep going like they are, Jimmy, that might be a possibility. There's 5,000 people out there last year. They're expecting more this year. I understand it's going to be in a different place. Be in the same general area, be a different place. Yeah, I'm with you. FTW. You gotta have to tell me how to spell that, or how to pronounce that, because I can't make my tongue do that. Oh, was it? I just heard there was 5,000. There were just a few people around me. That was the only place I saw them. Yeah. Yeah, we moved here in 54. I've seen a few of them, Jimmy. I really have. By the time they get into the, into the general Phoenix metropolitan area, though, they're still there and a lot of dust floating around and blowing in. But you get out of town there between Phoenix and Tucson, it get pretty nasty out there. I remember I pulled off the side of the road and opened the door for something. I don't remember what it was, and boy, the wind grabbed that door and swung it open, and I couldn't close the door. I had to turn the truck around, and let the wind close it again. Hello.
Hi. My broom needs gas.
There she is. Yeah, thank you. Oh, all rotten potatoes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
He wasn't lying to you yesterday.
Huh?
He wasn't lying to you yesterday.
Oh,
I found the bottle in the garbage.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Do you want the other one too, or can I use it for dinner?
Huh?
Do you want the other pork chop, or can I use it for dinner?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye. Now look at here, guys. I don't know if you can see it or not. Ow, it's hot. Pork chops and all rotten taters. I'll have some of that in a while. No, can't see it. Oh well, sorry about that. Anyway, y'all know what a pork chop looks like and all rotten taters. Backwoods Rambler, how are you? Good to see you. Glad you made it. Yeah, I gave her two. She cooked one. She wants to use the other one for dinner. So, did you all hear her? She wants her room filled up with gas again. Oh, yeah. I guess you did hear that. Well, a mysterious bottle of rum showed up in the trash. Not my trash. Well, it appears that way, but, in front of the camera, but behind the scenes, it's a different story, okay? Yeah. Yeah, Chris. She's my ex-wife. And my favorite story is I was laying on the couch sleeping, and she went out and married some other guy and brought him home, and I was still sleeping on the couch. Been there ever since. Now, I'm as far south as I want to go. Backwoods, that's for sure. About 34,000 feet, so... I'm sorry, 3,400 feet. And that's kind of where I hang out in the winter. I lost track of the chat. Oh, there's Chen. Okay, I want to make sure he was still here. Did anybody answer me when I asked if anybody had heard from Gavin? How's the weather up there in Snowflake right now? Getting pretty cold, isn't it? Pretty flat up there too. Yeah, 16 ounces, Chin. I just have to get 1 cup of coffee in the morning. That's all I need, just 1 cup. That's that guy's name, Backwoods. I can't remember his name, but he does that once a year, doesn't he? You're kidding. Over on the rim, they were getting snow. They got about 2 inches on the east rim. Yeah, that's right. Jamie. He does solar install for people too. He's pretty expensive, but I guess he does a good job. Gotta go wash my hands, guys. Right back. Oh, we won't be that far apart, Chris. If I make it up to the same area. But you know, the last video I did up there, you guys probably saw that. It was pretty nasty. You know, people were leaving their trash all over the place. Yeah, when I left, I tried to clean it up some, but you know, it's just too much. Dirty diapers and you know, just trash laying all over the place. I wanted to have some fun. I didn't want to have to spend a week cleaning up after somebody else. So, yeah, I did what I could. No, you don't, Chris. I went to make a cigarette, see? Okay, Chris. No innuendos. Okie doke, Jen. Wait on you. There you go. You guys ought to meet up somewhere then. Innuendos. Oh, innuendos, please. So anyway, the point of that being somewhat trashy up there, I might have to be looking for someplace else. There's another spot there a little south of where I go. Right on the rim. Right on the rim. Pretty wide area right in there, and it's you can see forever looking south. It's right on the edge. That's a good thing, Chris. I always used to say that the further away you get away from civilization, the cleaner it is. You know, but it's not getting that way much anymore. People are not. Now, no rants, but you all get my drift. Yeah, good boy, Chris. Name of Chris is YouTube site is Chris Diamond Travels. He's got a couple of pretty good videos up there. He got some, what did they call it? Something mound, and then that big farm up there. I wasn't familiar with that guy, but a couple of really good videos. Very interesting stuff. You guys should go check it out. Yeah, that's right, Backwoods. Not too many of the old guys like us left. Not that you're old, but you know what I mean. My dad would have kicked my rear end for doing something like that. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, that's right. Serpent Mound. It's okay, Chin. You didn't miss nothing. We didn't miss you either. Nah, just kidding. Where's Evelyn? How come she's not in here with us? That's what we got to do, Chris. We got to be out there and have some fun. Yeah, thanks a lot, Chin. Yeah, it's always been, just a pristine area up there. And then, like I've said before, because a big part of the forest was closed most of the summer, uh, the Apache sitgraves was most of it, or a lot of it was closed. That was the spot that I always go to was open, no fires, but you could at least camp. So, other people started discovering the area. You take care, Jimmy. Good to see you. Have a good evening. I might try to find something over in the White Mountains. The same forest, but in a different area. But not this last summer, but 2 or 3 summers before, I would sit in the same spot for, a month and a half, and nobody bothered me. There was nobody around. The rangers come by and didn't even look at me. Just kept right on going. Okay, Chris, well, tell her we all said hi. Yeah. I always made a point. I didn't tell anybody where it was, where I was. And, it wasn't even a hint. But somehow they find it. So anyway, that's like 980,000 acres, Apache sitgrave, so it's a pretty big forest, a lot of other places to go. An old Ford pickup doesn't like the Salt River Canyon, though, so I'll be going around it. They're out through Payson, back straight across the rim, I guess. Now straight down, straight back up at the Salt River Canyon there. I did come down there once in a truck. Y'all know it's kind of heavy anyway. I mean, it's probably pretty close to being overloaded. So I ended up smoking the rear brakes just a little. I drove a big truck for a long time, and I never did that, but I sure got them hot on that trip. Oh no, that's too bad, Chris. Make a big mess. Yeah, for all I know, Kevin might be out camping somewhere. So, April, are you on Rob's channel a lot? Or did you just stumble onto it? I never went over there, over that road in a big truck, Chin. I avoided it like the plague. I remember going down to Grapevine one time, and a lot of guys would smoke their brakes going down there, and they till they put that scale house right at the bottom. They quit doing that. Now, just yeah, he's all right. April, he's okay. Just talks a lot about how bad it is. Yeah, that's the way you do it, backwoods. Don't try to gear down where you're going down. Do it before you start. Yeah, could be, Mickey. Well, if he's unsubscribed and you know, he doesn't want to hang out with us anymore, I wish he'd let me know so that, you know, I could assign another moderator or something, you know. Now, the thing that really got me was you know, he was started saying that all YouTubers are liars, and that just did not sit well with me at all. So, I mean, I still watch one every now and then, but not like every time he makes one now. Hey, Flatbed, good to see ya. Doing pretty good, I think. They say I am, anyway. Yeah, I don't want one of those channels that's, you know, it's got, you know, 20 people watching, 15 people watching, and 10 moderators. That's not any fun. So I try to keep it down to 2. Chen's been around for a long time, so yeah, he's got to wear that wrench around with him a lot. She better not, Chris. That's a good way for her and I to get into a fist fight. One thing to eat the food, but boy, she jumps on the counter up there. That's, you know, we just don't get along after that. Problem is that she usually wins. Yeah, she did. She's laying on her back. She ate some, and then now she's laying down sleeping. So she lays on her back a lot, you know, this way. She's pretty comfortable. It's okay. That happens sometimes, Flatbed. I bet there was more than one, April. Yeah, Jimmy can do a pretty good impression of Elvis. Of course, Chin sounds like George Jones. He does a good impression of George Jones, but that's his natural voice. Oh, okay, backwoods, no problem. Got to get that food down you. Keep your strength up, you know, and all that. Be careful heading down south there. Try to avoid the Salt River Canyon, too. Oh, I remember that phrase. I don't remember the guy, though, Chris. There, see, I'm sitting on top of the camera again, so... better? Yeah, that's right, backwoods. You should eat all you can. I do. Hey, you want to come up here and say hi to the people? Well, come on. Come on. No, she says no. I'm napping now. Just leave me alone. I'm getting the winks, you know, the slow blinks. Yep. All right. There's no problem. Well, be right back. Got to get a couple more ciggies. I used to play it. He used to play at the Desert Inn too, didn't he? Was it Desert Inn or something like that? It was off the strip. I think that's one of them that fell down, or they took down. Lily says hi, Chris. Now, sometimes I do, Chris. I'll do it in spurts, you know. 4 or 5 days in a row, and then I won't. Yeah, like I said before, I hate cooking for myself. I lived there twice, once for a year and once for maybe 7 or 8 months, I guess. Hanging around my daughter up there. I've got a daughter there as well, and then one in Glendale. Got a son somewhere over in Ohio, someplace. Last I heard, probably did in 15 years since I heard from him. Colombian, Chris. Mine's got to be Colombian. You a Bama girl, April? I heard they're pretty mean. Nah, just kidding. I remember when they had a fire there. Uh, I believe it was the desert, if I remember right. Had a big fire, and then the next time I was there was another big fire in one of the hotels. The brother-in-law said I wasn't allowed to go to Vegas anymore after that. Georgia Peach. Yeah, right, Chris. When we were talking, he looks just like me. I mean, we could be twins almost. That's why he got named Junior. That's probably what he's mad about. Yeah, I like the coffee shop, donut shop coffee. When I use the pods, but they're so expensive, you know. Just don't get to get those very often. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Chris. Sure. So when you gonna take me out for dinner then, Sonny, Sonny boy? I didn't even get a card for Father's Day either. Yeah, good one, Mickey. Yeah, when I was driving flatbed, I did everything I could to keep from crossing the Mississippi. I used to have to take a load of orange juice. We'll pick it up in Florida down there, and or was it someplace I remember picking it up, but there was like 15 stops all up and down the seaboard there. I hated that. All up and down the shore. That's what it is. Not seaboard. It's the shore. And then of course I had to go across the GW to pick up a load and then come back out. Yeah, I got dumped twice, and then there was a lot of trying to catch up. What did you call it? Buffering. Seems settled down pretty good now, though, I guess. Well, that's pretty poor, Chris. I think you're right. I think you're right, Chen. It was the MGM. They rebuilt it, named it Bailey's, right? Or Bally's, whatever it is. Yeah, that's pretty poor, Chris. I remember hitching up the wagon, going to town once a month. Now, we just got paved roads in Arizona not too long ago. Yeah, I tried to, flatbed. I tried to stay out of there. Used to tell dispatch all the time, you can set an appointment time all you want, but I don't go across the bridge till the sun comes up. Yeah, I know. She was pretty ugly, huh? Rodney Dangerfield. It was a good job, though. Uh, you know, made pretty good money for what it was. It would just been a better job if I didn't have to go and load and unload. All I had to do is sit there and drive. Just drop a hook and drive. That's it. Boy, that's bad. Hey, you want to come up here now? You want to come up here? Come on. Now. She'll come up when she gets ready to. It has to be her idea. I don't remember it, but I was told that when I was born I was allergic to milk. I had colic so bad that, I was in the doctor all the time, and finally they discovered that it was the milk that was causing it, cow's milk, so I had to drink goat's milk. Yeah, no wonder. So who else going to the RTR for sure besides April? Yeah, that's pretty bad, Chris. Yeah, I kind of figured you weren't going, Chin. You want me to swing by Las Vegas and pick you up? I'll let you sleep on the fender. Yeah, my favorite joke, flatbed, is DOT walks up to your open window, says, "Let me see your logbook," and I always said, "Which one, the red one, the yellow one, or the green one?" They didn't think it was too funny, but I did. Last time I was on Highway 1, it just wasn't what I hoped it would be. Yeah, we can always make one. I can just tie you right up there on the side. Oh, I know. We can stick you between the top of the cab and the bottom of the camper. That'd be a good place. You have a roof over your head and everything. Now, sort of a roof. I used to like to play shuffleboard. The ones in the bar. Some of you might remember those. The sawdust. Gets a little chilly in there when the truck's moving, though. You have to put up with the bugs, that kind of stuff, but I guess it'd be all right. Where's April? Did she leave? She got quiet. Yeah, I haven't seen uh, PH for a while, and I haven't seen lake lizard. They've been on my channel for a long time. I gotta try lake lizard's fried green tomato recipe though. Yeah, you get some protein at least, maybe. Don't smile. Ah, if you're talking to me, Chris, that'd be good. As long as she can drive. Get up 4 o'clock, make a campfire, cook breakfast, you know. Gotta have them pancake sandwiches. Yeah, flatbed, I understand that. Yeah, people say, oh, you get to just go traveling around and, you know, be in 48 states, get to see United States and all that. No. All you usually see is whatever you can see out a window, and usually the worst side of town there is. I have to tell a truck story. I got to where I was pulling cantaloupe over to California. We loaded down there just, you know, on the Mexican border and bring it up to a little north of L.A. And, you know, you stop, open your doors, and you back up. And when you hit uh, the DOT bar right there, you know, on the docks, and you were there, and you get out and watch the guys unload it. And this guy got to where he was, as soon as I bumped the stop, he was on my trailer with a forklift before I could even get out. So, you know, finally I told him, I said, don't be getting on my trailer until I'm standing there. You can't be doing that kind of stuff. I have to watch to see what you're taking off. So the next time I went in there, yep, he did it again. So I just put it back in first and pulled away from the dock a little bit. Boy, he was hollering and yelling, you know, and all that stuff. I went back there, and he was sitting there, and the back wheels kind of hanging off the back of the trailer. You could have killed me. I said, well, don't be getting on my trailer till I get out here and watch you. Everybody started laughing, so he didn't do that anymore. I tell her I'm waving her back then. Waving at her back. Yep, got to get about a tater chip, guys. Sorry about that, but it's irritating to me to watch somebody eat on camera, so, you know. Not really, April. Not a whole lot going on. I got to do another little commercial break. Sorry about that. Down at the bottom there, where just below where you type, there's two little icons. One's a smiley face, one's a dollar sign. Dollar sign is for Super Chat. You can click on that and you can donate as much as you want if you want to, only if you want to, and only if you can. What that does is it gets your name at the top. It's highlighted in different colors, and it helps me to see that, and then I can respond that way better. Only if you feel like it, only if you think you can. End of commercial. Thank you. Yeah, it does me too. And there was a couple of pretty big YouTubers too that would do that. They'd cook themselves something to eat and then put their face right up by the camera, and y'all had to sit and watch them eat. Oh, it was irritating me. I get the feeling, like that. Wannabe Bruce used to do that to me every now and then. But he did it just because he knew it irritated me. Yeah, Wannabe Free, I haven't seen him for a little while. He's did a couple of videos. He's working on his van. I think he's trying to make enough room so he can bring his wife along with him this year. He's got family down in Peoria, Arizona there, just, outside of Phoenix. And I think he's going to bring her down with her this year and see if we can't get hooked up again up there on the rim. He's fun. But we used to, he's a racing drone pilot. He's pretty good at it. He sits there with his goggles on and he's just, expert drone pilot. Flying around trees and circles and all that stuff. I tried to put the goggles on and I didn't want to try to fly it, but I put the goggles on and he watched what he was doing, physically. And boy, I tell you, it was hard to stand up straight. I couldn't do that for anything. He was also a professional real pilot for a long time. He told me he used to pre-train the pilots for the Air Force and get them qualified to fly, and then if everything was okay, then he'd send them off to the Air Force, and then they could become jet pilots. What an interesting job, No. I don't think he had sideburns. I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't pay that much attention to him. And one of my other favorite stories, too, is we were sitting around a campfire. It was dark. It was getting pretty late. And we looked off just to the south of us, and, the forest was all lit up right in a certain spot there, and it looked like a campfire glowing down there. We didn't see anybody coming in there, so we kept watching it, kept getting a little brighter, and finally, we both stood up. We were gonna head back that way to see what was going on. It turned out to be the moon. We just kind of looked at each other, started laughing, went and sat back down. Said, "Okay." Hey, when you get done with yours, April, come and do mine, will you? keep threatening that I got to get out there and do it, but I don't. I always find something else to do, you know, like watch a movie or something. Jeez, Chris. No, it was want to be. Want to be. Bruce. Want to be free, Bruce. Well, we were all at the RTR. He went and got a DJI drone and flew it a couple of times, and I haven't seen him fly it since. So I don't know what happened to it. I'm sure he didn't crash it because, you know, he's just not one of those guys that does that. So I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, April. I do a lot of that when I'm camping as well. Netflix is a lifesaver when you're sitting out there and nothing to do, you know. I've been watching a couple of shows. I tell you, my memory is just about gone. I'll think of it in a minute, April. Two of them. One of them was a Secretary of State. I can't remember the name. I got the actress. And then the other one is Designated Survivor. That's a pretty good one. That one's fairly new. Who, Bruce? No. He was there by himself. Oh, I know who I think you're thinking about Simply RVing or something like that. She kind of disappeared for a little while. Now she's coming back up again with some series of stuff. Yeah, they're pretty good, April. They really are. I think they are anyway. Yeah. No, not the West Wing, Chen. I can't think of who it is. And, you know, I can look it up here real quick. Take me a minute. Yeah, Designated Survivor, and the other one is Madam Secretary. Yeah, the last thing Living Free said about her, if you remember when they were together, Mikey, he said, "Boy, she's really hard to live with. She's very difficult." Yeah, I understand that, Chris. I couldn't find the ketchup bottle the other day, and I found it over in the medicine cabinet when I was shaving. Hello, Freedom. Good to see ya. Boy, $400 batteries, that's a bit outrageous, wasn't it? And all you got, what was it, 100 amp hours? I paid $195 for a 1 6-volt on the golf cart batteries that I've got. I thought that was pretty high. Hope you get what you paid for anyway. But they got good recovery time on them, don't they? Oh, okay. I don't know where I got the 100s. Now are they 12s or 6-volt? Yeah, two of them would give you 200 or give you 1200 amp hours. That should do you pretty good. I got 500 on mine, and in the summertime I don't have to run a generator at all. But in the winter I've got to run a generator sometimes. Get a day or two cloudy, and then 500 watts of solar, that is 800 amp hours on 4 6-volt. Trojan T105s is what I got. I got 2 of those, and then 2 USAs, I think is the name of them. I don't remember now. I couldn't get the Trojans when I bought the other 2. Okay. How about them Cowboys? That was a good one, though. Excuse me. How many watts of solar? Solar? My voice is still changing. Can you believe that? They say once a man, twice a child, right? How many watts of solar have you got, Freedom? That should work for you pretty good then, huh? Have you done? Have you figured out how much you're using? Uh-oh, here come the sports people. We'll get into a debate. on who's the best. I don't pay that much attention to it, but you know, I would have to say go. See, I don't even know who they are here in Arizona. I can't remember. Used to be St. Louis. Arizona Cardinals. That's who I'm trying to say. That's right, April. He's like little Johnny, sitting in the back room. He's always real quiet and nice. All of a sudden, he starts in. See, I think I was using in the last count with everything was running. I think I was just right about 300 watts. So, uh, you know, a 3 cubic foot chest freezer, and you know, of course, the fridge is propane and stove's propane. So then, and then the heater is propane. So that and the laptop, and then the iPad. It's always on charge. It's this. I don't use that. I don't use a whole lot. Usually in the summertime, I'm at 14.1 volts by 10 or 10:30, 11 o'clock. In the wintertime, it takes a little longer. But you know, like I always say, if you know batteries start going down, I just start shutting stuff off. Find something to entertain myself with. Change joke books, Chris. Please. I hate to be that way, but I get demonetized, and that's irritating. Thanks, Chin. Jeez. Do you guys see me smoke those 2 cigarettes I just got? Lily, did you smoke my cigarettes? No. Yeah. You didn't? She says, I may as well have, Dad. You smoke enough and I gotta breathe it. Be right back, guys. Have a good one, Chris. See you next week. Yeah, that'll do it. Induction cooktops. Hey, Freedom, are they 12 volt or 24? I've got 500 watts, 12 100 watts. They're not mounted on the roof, so when I get someplace, I got to drag them all out and get them all set up and all that. And when I leave, then I got to pack them all up again. But in the forest, you end up moving the pounds around a little bit rather than moving a truck all around all the time. So 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Once you get them all set up, then it's not too bad. But in the camper, I have to put them on the bed, so it's climbing around up on the bed and all that stuff. And pull them down, and drag them out. What kind of solar charger you got for 36 to 42 volts? Well, you're getting pretty close to grid tie with that. Sometimes I think about putting one or two on the roof and leave the other three out. I can move those around, but, I don't know. If I'm just, like sitting overnight at Walmart or something like that, then, two on the roof would be all right. And that's what I've got. I got a Renogy Commander 20 amp. So I use 3 on that one, and then I have a 30 amp one that I use 2 on. But the 30 amp's a real cheap one. I just got booted off again, guys. Coming up on the 2-hour mark anyway, so probably about time to be shutting her down. MPPT is what I was trying to say before I got booted off. Yeah, with disconnect on it, Freedom. So, you know, if I'm full charge and don't want to run that cheap one, I just, you know, I can just disconnect it and let the other three keep them up. Problem with the cheap one though is that it's either, you know, you get a full charge or you get nothing, depending on the sun. The MPPT will, you know, help regulate the charge, and I'll boil those. The cheaper one will boil the battery sometimes. I got to watch it. Start hanging out on Blacktop Boondocker's site. There isn't a whole lot he doesn't know about solar. I learned a lot from him. Now you're doing all right, April. You do fine. I'll tell you what, Jen, I didn't know anything when I first started. So I was going by what, you know, I saw and what I heard, and it's an acquired skill. Now you won't get shocked. It's only 12 volts. Hey, night flight bed. Night flight bed. Yeah, geez. I think it's time for me to shut down too. I can't talk now. Flatbed's what I'm trying to say. Good to see you anyway. Be careful out there. All right. Well, I got to do my end screen chat, my end screen advertisement, and then I'm going to shut down. So if you all shop at Walmart, I'll get in trouble for that one from Amazon. If y'all shop at Amazon, be sure and click on my link there at the bottom, just under this video. That'll take you to my landing page. There's some items there. The influencer page. You click on that when you get there. There's some items there that I use and things that I purchase that I recommend. And if you don't see anything on that page that interests you, you can always just scroll back up into the search box at the top and type in anything that you want, and it'll take you to the regular Amazon pages. It doesn't cost you anything more, and I have to tell you that I will make a small commission if you decide to purchase something. But you have to click on my links first. So I guess that's about it. Night, Jen. Thank you. So I'll just go ahead and leave this up for just a little while Now, while y'all are still in here chatting and talking, so I'll just shut the mic and the camera off, and you guys can just have at it until you get tired of that. I usually leave it up about 10 or 15 minutes or so. Everybody can say their good nights and all that. And good to see you, April. Thanks, April. I appreciate that. Don't forget, yeah, one of my favorite things to say is, don't forget to click on the link. Good night. Good night, Freedom. Good night, all. And for sure, I'll see you on next Monday. I try to do videos in between Mondays, and sitting around at the home base, it just isn't a lot to talk about sometimes. So I might surprise you, and I might even surprise with an extra live stream too. So I've done that a couple of times. That's kind of fun. So hope you all have a good night, and thanks for stopping by.